Hi, my name is Hudson Taylor, and I'm with HUD Consulting, and we received your university's request for proposal to examine the quality of your current compensation system. Here we have an example of an interactive, easy to use, easy to understand dashboard for displaying different plots and graphics so that you can more easily visually interpret how various predictors of interest impact the salary levels of your current professors. In this dashboard, we see an example of a scatter plot of the salaries of professors and the corresponding years since they have received their PhD. In this scatter plot, we generally see a positive relationship between these two variables, their salary and their years since they received their PhD, and we have included also different tools for different methods of selecting and interacting with the plot. And each of these tools and plots are customizable. So we can design and develop a data plot or graphic that suits your organization's needs. In this example, we have included various types of trend line for seeing the general trend of this data, this positive relationship. So when none is selected, no trend line appears. So if you wanted to just see the general trend of the information with no trend line, you can do that. You have that option. Or if you wanted to select among the different options, you're provided with a trend line that kind of represents the general trend of the data, set at an interval of both these options are set at an interval of 0.8. And we see how some of these different options vary in some of the different tools that we can include or not include based upon your wishes. Particularly with the LM trend line, we see more of a general straight line in terms of the trend of this data. And with a low trend line, we see that the trend line is allowed to vary a little bit more in terms of the flow of the data, the trend of the data as it appears in the scatter plot. And we've also included a sliding tool to adjust the degree of smoothness for how this trend line is displayed. So for example, if I were to increase the smoothness, the trend line itself would tend to flatten out and smooth out. Or I can see more of the flow of the data in terms of, the general plotting of the points. We also included some different options, some selection options. So for example, if I wanted to change the title of the scatter plot, I'd have that option. So we have the default here of your title here, and then we also have a title option. So if I were to select that, I'm able to list the title of this particular scatter plot. In this case, we have salary and year since PhD. The results of this particular scatter plot indicate that generally, when the years of a professor has increased, so too do their current salary levels. However, you do see these with this mock example of the kind of data you would see within a university. You do see that there are some data points where the salary is low, but the years since they have received their PhD is high. And what that indicates is what we refer to as pay compression, in which some of your newer faculty members are receiving higher salaries than some of your more tenured faculty. And we can present you with options for how to address such problems and such issues at a later time. But this is just an example of the type of interactivity that you can have with the information and the way it can be displayed. And thank you for your time.